The 2026 recruiting class has so many top players who are uncommitted still, and the Blue Bloods are going to war. We've got the #1 player in the country trending towards a powerhouse, and John Calipari making massive moves at Arkansas to steal the show. Today we're breaking down the elite 5-star prospects and exactly where the chips are going to fall, from the West Coast to the ACC. These are my predictions for the biggest commitments in the nation. Is your favorite school about to land a franchise-altering star? Let's find out. Tyran Stokes is the undisputed #1 player in the class, a 6'7" physical marvel who plays with NBA-level force. While Oregon and Kentucky are swinging hard, I'm predicting Stokes heads to Lawrence to play for Bill Self. Stokes is a high-motored forward who can bully his way to the rim, but has the vision of a guard to find open teammates. At Kansas, he fits that alpha wing role perfectly. Think a more explosive version of the elite forwards Self has developed in the past. His ability to dominate the glass and run the floor makes him a nightmare in the Jayhawks' high-low sets. Kansas is the spot where his draft stock hits the roof. Jordan Smith Jr. is the best combo guard in the country, and while Duke was the early favorite, I think John Calipari pulls off the heist. Smith is a 6'3" defensive hawk with a 6'9" wingspan who plays with a relentless dog mentality. He's elite at getting downhill and finishing through contact, which is exactly the type of guard Calipari loves to build around. At Arkansas, he joins a backcourt that prizes speed and versatility. Smith's fit in Fayetteville is seamless because he can play both guard spots while taking the toughest defensive assignment every single night. Calipari's resume with elite guards is going to be the deciding factor here. Caleb Holt is a pure scoring wing who's been high on Arizona's boards for months. Standing 6'5" with a powerful build, Holt is a downhill attacker who thrives in transition and finishes with both hands. I'm predicting he lands with Tommy Lloyd at Arizona. The Wildcats play a fast, free-flowing style that perfectly complements Holt's ability to grab a rebound and ignite the break. He fits the mold of a high-impact freshman who can replace outgoing stars like Braden Burries and Koa Pete. In Tucson, Holt will have the green light to use his athleticism and scoring gravity to keep Arizona at the top of the rankings. Dylan Mingo is the smoothest playmaker in the 2026 class, and the Long Island Star has UNC written all over him. He's a 6'5" point guard with elite length and a high IQ, recently delaying his decision, which usually favors the chasing team. I'm predicting he chooses the Tar Heels. Hubert Davis needs a lead guard who can stretch the floor and navigate ball screens, and Mingo is a natural fit in that prestigious Carolina backcourt. He's a 3-level scorer who values the extra pass, fitting right into that Carolina fast system. Expect Mingo to be the face of the program in Chapel Hill. Bruce Branch is the ultimate wildcard after reclassifying from 2027, and he was just on campus in Provo for an official visit. I'm calling it now. Bruce Branch is going to BYU. Branch is a 6'7" elite shot maker who can score from literally anywhere on the court. Kevin Young has already proven he can lure NBA caliber talent to BYU, and Branch's fit in their pro-style offense is undeniable. He provides the size and scoring punch that can turn the Cougars into a Big 12 title lock. This would be a massive statement win for BYU over the likes of Kentucky and Kansas. Christian Collins recently reopened his recruitment, and while USC is the hometown favorite, keep an eye on Tennessee. Collins is a 6'8" versatile forward who has transformed from an athlete into a skilled two-way playmaker. I'm predicting Rick Barnes lands him for his defensive tenacity. Collins is a rim protector who can also step out and facilitate from the wing, making him a perfect fit for the Vols' grit and grind culture. He's a guy who can guard 4 positions, which is exactly what Barnes looks for in his elite units. Tennessee gives him structure to turn that massive upside into a lottery pick. Brandon McCoy is the best perimeter defender in the country, and staying home in Southern California feels like the play. I'm predicting McCoy commits to Mick Cronin and UCLA. Standing 6'5" with a 6'10" wingspan, McCoy is an explosive athlete who imposes his will on both ends of the floor. His motor is unmatched, and his ability to pressure the ball fits Mick Cronin's defensive philosophy like a glove. Offensively, he's a powerful finisher who's becoming a better floor spacer every day. At UCLA, he'll be the defensive anchor of the backcourt and the engine that drives their transition game. Miikka Muurinen is the unicorn of this class, a 6'10" forward with international experience and a dead-eye shooting stroke. While Michigan and Duke are in the mix, I'm predicting he joins John Calipari at Arkansas. Muurinen's ability to pop for threes and run the floor as a lob threat makes him a modern offensive weapon. Calipari has a long history of taking these highly skilled mobile bigs and turning them into first-rounders. At Arkansas, he'll replace the production of Trevon Brazile, giving the Razorbacks a mismatch nightmare that can play the 4 or the 5. He is the ultimate ceiling raiser for this roster. The landscape of college basketball is changing, and these 8 commitments would shift the power balance for years to come. Whether it's Kansas loading up or Arkansas continuing their recruiting dominance under John Calipari, the 2026 class is going to be legendary. I want to hear from you in the comments. Did I get your team right? Who is the one 5-star you think is the biggest lock on this list? Smash that like button if you enjoy the predictions, and make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss our deep dive into the 2026 big board. I'll see you in the next one.